everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I am Yomi, and this is Pain Monday. Let's go. I haven't done my homework. I'm sorry. Also, hold on. The cats, of course, are making noise. Ah! I am back. Hello. How's it going today? I hope it's all going great. Espero que esté yendo hoy todo bien y bienvenidos. Soy Yomi y esto es Lunes de Dolor. No he hecho mis deberes, por cierto. El último personaje de esta página no tiene diseño aún. The last character of this page still has no design. I'm really sorry. If I could do a dogeza right now, like what's kneeling on the floor, I would be doing that. Yo-hoos, yo-hotetera, yo-ho-joyatleen, welcome! I hope you've all been doing great. How's it been? Today I think I'm gonna just do line arts of the second row and then colors. You know what? It's okay if the last character still has no chibi sketched. I still have a lot to do before. It's all fine. Close enough. Oh my god, why is the O bigger than the body of the character? That's a very big head. Does that mean I have a big head? It's me kneeling, apologizing to you all for not doing my homework. I have a big head. I'm an anime girl, so of course I do. Chibi tiene sentido. It's a chibi. That makes a lot of sense. It had to be a chibi because it's Pain Monday. So of course, I have to apologize in chibi form. So, instead of finishing this page because I'm irresponsible and I have not finished the last design, I'm gonna be doing line art instead. I guess I could also do the base colors of these two. I can also do that later. We can get the tedious part out of the way first, and we can leave the best for last. I always like to leave the best for last. Let's do that. Alright. Do some sketches. Wait, is the pressure? Oh yeah, the pressure is working. Never mind, all's good. No crisis. Not even crisis averted because there was no crisis. It was just a false alarm. Let's go. Time for more chibis. I've been trying to prepare like images to post these chibis because for a long time I have not posted them anywhere. It's like one of the biggest art projects I've been doing, games aside, and I have barely shown these chibis anywhere outside of these streams. Yo Luna, welcome! How's it going? Yeah, she's a little bit like a sheep. She's fluffy, a bit more ram-coated because of the horns, but these aren't rams and sheep very similar. I think they are very similar, so it's close enough to sheep. You got into Gramlo, let's go! One of us. She is super cute. I was able to spark her gacha version during this last roulette. In the last banner, I decided to get her. She's so cute. I didn't think I would like her as much as I do when I first saw her. Thought she was gonna be more of a like smug but bratty kind of character. But she's such a good girl. She's so cute. She's baby. She's my daughter now. She's adorable. Her little version, well, not little version. Her outfit. White cute outfit. Super cute. It is in fact not little. Hey, time to line art a lot of fluff. I feel like I ended up liking a lot of the saints from Granblue, except the Earth one. I don't like her. Just the only one that I don't like. She gets on my nerves. The Lucas fault, of course it is. It had to be. Fellow Grambler. We all grambling. I've been grambling quite a bit lately too. I've been doing a lot of Arcarum, which is a game mode that I had abandoned for a long time. But now that I'm kind of like making a habit of doing a little bit of it every day, it feels like I'm slowly completing something, and that gives me the dopamine. So now it's not so tedious. Now it's just it's part of my daily routine, one of the things that I do every day. Open Arcarum, enter Replicard Sandbox, do some battles, see those achievement counters slowly increase, and it just gives me so much happiness. Yellow connection, welcome! We love completion dopamine so much. Holy shit, it's so good. Cannot help being a completionist. Speaking of completionism, yesterday I found a checklist of all the hidden achievements of Genshin Impact. Guess what I have been doing a bit today? There's so many, even from the first versions, that I had not done. So many hidden achievements. I'm gonna complete them all. You cannot give me a list of things to complete, because I will want to complete it. All the achievements. Hey. Oh, I kind of want to try. I've been thinking lately about how I do lines, and I want to try working a bit more with line weight. It's one of the things that with these chibis I have been neglecting a lot. Still, they are not very big chibis. So maybe it doesn't matter that much. But it's something that is important for line art, I think. Which is making the lines outside a bit thicker than the lines inside of the shape. I don't know if it makes any sense the way I'm explaining it, but it's something that really helps separate shapes. Like, for example, the outline of the face, you can do it in this thickness of line. But for example, the elements inside the face, for example the mouth, I should do them in a smaller brush. They are smaller details that are inside of a bigger shape. So the idea is to make the lines of the things inside way thinner than the lines outside. For example, these also. It's something that sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Feels like Bohumana. She is super pretty. Her design is really cool. It's a shame that she's just a boss. There are so many boss designs that have never become playable. Like Celeste, she's my favorite and never becoming playable. I still believe, but at this rate, it's just despair to think about it. Yo, Franchu, ¿qué tal? Welcome. No he hecho los deberes, pero estoy feliz porque dibujar chibi siempre me hace feliz. Drawing always makes me happy, so even if I haven't done my homework of bringing the design that I was missing, I'm still happy. Still gonna enjoy doing fine arts. Not so bad. I think about this challenge also as some sort of a achievement progress, some sort of list to complete after all. That's one of the things that is giving me the motivation to continue every Monday. Thinking about the list as another list of achievements. Every OC is an achievement. Every chibi one step closer to completing everything. That also gives me the completionist dopamine. Also been trying to learn how to render. Yeah, I've been also doing the same lately. Yep, I feel you. It is really hard. Something I've been doing lately is watching so many videos about like rendering and how to do lights and like analyzing some artists' ways of painting to see what I can learn from them. And at this point, I feel like I have watched so many that I don't even know where to continue. I feel like I'm at the point where I should probably do a little bit of self-analyzing of my own art style and seeing what things I want to keep and what things I'm not really that interested in adding to my art style. Things that I wanna try to experiment and see how they look in my style. But I feel like I have learned a lot just from seeing breakdowns of other artists' processes. Like, oh, so that's how they do it. I had never thought about doing it that way. For example, that whole thing about doing the lights with multiply layers. I've been doing that a lot lately. And I feel like it makes it way easier to find colors for shading. I've enjoyed it a lot, painting like that. But at the same time, I feel like it's so different from how I have always painted, so I don't know how I'm gonna end up mixing that with my style. I don't know. It's like that feeling that you keep seeing cool art styles, even if they are like super different. It's like, oh, I want to draw like that. You see another art style. Oh, I want to draw like that. You see another one. Oh, I want to draw like that over and over and over. Yo, Piero! Good luck with work! Thank you so much! I will do my best. ¿Viste las noticias? Wait, ¿cuál de todas las noticias? Hay muchas noticias cada día. No sé si las he visto. Quizás sí, quizás no. Don't know if I have seen news. Depends on what news. Yo, Luis! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Gonna do my best today. Gonna do as many as I can. It shouldn't be that difficult. Last day, I feel like this guy took a lot longer than I thought with all the chains, decorations. Oh, well. Yeah, speaking of decorations and complicated designs. Not so many decorations, but this guy is gonna be complicated to line art. Oh well, I can always maybe finish these two line arts, then paint some colors, and then if there's time, we can continue with the next two bit by bit. We're gonna have to line art everyone anyway. Everyone anyway at the end. I've been thinking about it, about doing like a little breakdown of my style, trying to figure out what things I want to keep, because one thing that I really want to try is bringing back things from my style from 2017 or so, because I think that was my peak in art style. I feel like I have improved in a lot of things, for example in the way I draw characters, but I feel like the ambiences that I used to do back then were so good. Nowadays I feel like all that I draw is mostly characters with backgrounds, and I want to try expanding a little bit more than that. So maybe one of these days I might do that. Maybe on stream, maybe not. On the next art stream probably. There is one drawing that I need to do this month, which is my yearly train drawing. I still haven't started doing it. So at some point, maybe this Thursday if I can, I will start working on it. It's gonna be my first attempt going back to my roots, more or less. Yo, Gelato, welcome! Which of your characters would you say is the hardest to draw? Oh boy! The hardest of my characters to draw? I feel like there may be a lot of those. Let me check if I can see. Because I don't have all the chibis here right now. But I can remember some of them that are quite difficult. I don't know if it's gonna be here, but I do have one character that has a design that every time I think about it, it's like, why did I make such a complicated design? Let me see, maybe I can find her in house. There's a lot of chibis that I don't have on. Wait. Maybe I do. Oh yeah, I have it. But here. This one. Look at that. Look at all the small details. Look at the outfit. Well, maybe breaking down the structure it's not that hard, but she's got so many tiny details, and it's like, why? I love her design so much, though. I really like it. But got wings. She's got like 4 different braids. She's got not exactly the simplest outfit. So many tiny details. Frills. She's not a jackalope, nope. She's a Wolpertinger, which is this sort of chimera-ish animal that doesn't really exist and can be any combination of animals, like taxidermized animals. It was like a patchwork taxidermy. They said, oh yeah, this is an animal. This is Wolpertinger. Yo, Mungus, welcome! How's it going? Anything I don't like about my work is how simplistic it is. It can be a good thing though. Like, you can keep adding a bit more detail, especially with lines. If you don't wanna do that much with coloring, for example, you can try adding a lot more details. I think one of the things that really helped me start adding more detail to clothes is adding things at the borders, because a lot of times keeping a cloth simple is just like leaving the borders with nothing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't really look that simple, but one good way of adding a bit more complexity is adding things on the borders. Like adding multiple borders, adding lines also. Just details like that already make designs look a lot more complex than they are. But yeah, matter of trying out new things and experimenting. Por eso pregunto, pues no sé, como no veo la tele, no sé si algo ha ocurrido. Yo vivo debajo de una piedra rodeada de 4 gatos, no sé nada más. Yeah, I hope that this week can go better. Stay strong. Only a meow. Yeah, there's a meow here. Hey, there's 2 meows. Oh, no meow, I guess. There's also a Demi on my desk. So cute. Tiene más pelo que el tío Cosa. Solo le faltan las gafas. And what else? I think there's a lot more designs of mine that are quite complicated. Oh yeah. Armors. Armors are also complicated. Also the weapon. This one is also one of the complex ones. There's more. Like, these 2, for example, also have quite a bit of detail. This one especially, Ventos has a lot of details too. Like, all these... What are they called? These mollusks that attach to rocks. I don't remember what they're called in... Barnacles? English? Barnacles. Whatever they are. Finding lots of close reference also helps a lot. Yeah, references is one of the key parts to improving drawing things. Also, I guess doing studies, but I'm not the best at being consistent doing studies, so... That's one of the things I need to apply to myself, to doing more studies. Clothing folds are one of the things that I've been wanting to improve too. Because there's like, for example, like some of the best ways of learning clothing folds is by doing studies of photos, trying to figure out the structure and how exactly the shadows work with how the clothes fold. I don't know. It's one of those things that I've wanted to practice for a long time, but it's hard to be consistent with that. I don't know. I feel like I have to force myself to do studies. I think I learned a lot more by just trying to draw things and integrating the studies in there. Like, when I need to draw something, when I find like a roadblock in a drawing, I just look up a reference and try to study it directly in the drawing. It turns all my drawings into studies of some sort, but I guess that's also a good way to learn after all. Because otherwise it wouldn't be as fun, I think. So yeah, it's a matter of keeping it in. We got this. Just the more clothes that we draw, the more we're gonna improve at them, right? ¿Cómo se ven los de promedio? A veces me he preguntado, pero por desgracia, como todos están mirando dirección diferente, sería un poco difícil descubrirlo. Quizás si los dibujara todos de frente. Maybe if I drew all of them, like just portraits at the front, I would be able to overlap them all and see the average Yomi OC. That would be really funny to see. The average Yomi OC. Maybe that would also turn into a new OC. That reminds me of a poem. Oh, what poem? Interesting. Yo, chorizo, ¿qué tal? Welcome. Also, speaking of other complex designs, this one is that complex now that I look at her. I think she was a lot more complex in the past. She had some more details, but when I did the chibi, I removed some of them. I don't know. I do like making some complicated designs sometimes. This one does look a bit complicated, but it's just the frills. Design itself is quite simple. It's just that there's a lot of frills. What else? Are there any others? Oh. Forearms can increase the difficulty of drawing a design. So I guess that can also be included. But I know there's some designs that have taken me long to finish. They have taken me long to line art because of the amount of details. If I would find them right now. I don't know. I have drawn too many OCs to know right now. Maybe there's... Checking in the... Oh, I know. There is one in here. All the rows in here. Once again, the outfit doesn't look that complex now that I look at it. But I do remember taking some time to finish this one. I have a lot of OCs. I could make a sort of tier list. How complex the designs are. Nah, no llegaste tarde. Acabo de empezar hace media hora solo. So, está bien. Lo que debería es continuar con las líneas. What I should do is continue with the lines. But it's okay. No one is late. I've just been talking about OCs for half an hour. Misaki, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna paint the pupils this time. Usually I don't. Usually I leave the eyes kinda empty with the gradient only. Well, none of them are painted here. I cannot use it as an example. Maybe here? Come on, someone open your eyes. There we go. But this one has details. This one also has details. This one. This is how I usually leave the eyes. There's a little gradient with a couple details, and that's it. But sometimes when the eye designs are a bit more unique, for example here, or here, I do add some more details. Most characters in this page don't show their eyes. It's kind of funny. It's what a coincidence. Qué coincidencia que en esta página casi nadie enseña los ojos. Yeah, only slightly that inside. There's a little white light in their eyes. That means that they are alive inside. If that light wasn't there, they would instantly look dead inside. Right. Let's go. Let me get the reference. Wait, you can see how she looks. Here we go. I tried to go with the same pose because this chibi, by the way, this was one of my first Paint Monday attempts. I tried to draw all these demons once in the past, but I kind of gave up after 8 of them. But at least those are references that I have now. I can even repeat the poses. Hey, but there's a cat. Oh. Oh yeah, you're so dramatic, holy shit. Wow. The drama queen. Wow. Can I leave? Okay. She's a nippy girl. Not the cat, Astaroth. Astaroth is a nippy girl. Well, the cats are also sometimes. No, silly internet being silly. Be strong. I hope that it can be more stable later. Have a great day too. Thank you. I'm gonna do my best. Well, all of these characters have horns of some sort. Not just male sometimes have horns. A lot of female species and characters have horns. Also, horns are cool. Anyone can have horns. Pregunta sería, justo lo acabo de mencionar. Es una chica, ya. Una chica que siempre está muy hippie, está muy dormida. One thing I've wanted to do with these characters is give each of them a different shape of horn. I've tried to keep them all different from each other. It's been a challenge, honestly. Because there's only so many shapes for horns that come to mind at first sight. I've had to go with some more unusual designs for some of them. Mildly surprised or irritated? Nah, she's just very, very sleepy. Maybe if I the eyebrow here. Those are supposed to be a little bit thicker, I think. This is the original chibi they wear. There we go. She's just gonna fall asleep on the table. But the snake in her hair never sleeps. She's even got a pillow. Something I'm gonna do though is probably open the mouth of the snake, because I neglected to add something. It's the snake, I think, was her gift, but I have the starry pattern. Technically it's her breath. Her breath is poisonous. It was technically a gift from literal god, so need to show that in some way without making her breath look stinky. Guess we can open the mouth of the snake in some way. I guess this works. Even if it's slightly open. Was also one of the first designs that I did. At least one of the earliest. Maybe like the 5th design that I did of these demons. Wait a second, hair over here does not look fluffy enough. That cannot be. Where did the fluffiness go? Do we add more? Go or bed. This on the inside of the clothes. Oh, the inside of the clothes, inside of the shape torso. I'm gonna use a smaller line for it. Way we can see the details a lot more clearly. Take care of the line weights. Yo, Gaiteo, welcome! welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am line arting today. So I can finish at least characters and base color. Color brush for Irmanda, welcome! Me, Eugenia Gardenia. Yo-hooo! Welcome to Pain Monday. What did I do? Feels like the tips of the jacket are kind of like slightly lower than the rest. But it might be just me drawing things weird. Just gonna draw it that. Just with these borders. This design isn't especially complicated compared to some others. Oh yeah, speaking of complex designs, I forgot to mention. Yeah. The Legos also does have a bit of a complex design. Like, holy shit. Yeah, this is probably one of my most complex characters, I think. Yep. Why did I do this to myself? At least it's over. At least her chibi is finished. We don't have to draw it ever again. Until I have to draw her for a project or something, but until then, we are fine. Till Pain Monday 5. At some point, I'm gonna have to draw the demon forms. And I think the demon forms are gonna end up also on the complex side. But it's gonna be fun, I think. But these things that are kinda... they're kind of on the side of the souls. They are fused to the souls. I'm looking forward to the pixel art Paint Monday though. I'm gonna do pixel arts of everyone. All the OCs. 10 more years of Paint Monday. That's exactly what I need. Beep. Keep leaving lines unfinished. Hold on. Would have finished it like 5 minutes ago. I did it. There you go. Kilo and the rest of. By the way, speaking of OCs, today is the birthday of a very important OC of mine. Today is Mayo's birthday. My favorite OC. I created her this day like 7 or 8 years ago. I've lost count. That's when I created Mayo years ago. Hoy es el cumpleaños de Mayo, mi osa favorita. La creé hace como 8 años. She's not a child. She was born at 34 years old, fully formed. So technically, if we add to the age that she was born as, she would be like 41 or so right now. I should draw her. I should draw her at 41 years old. Let me show you the Mayo. Mayo! Happy birthday, Mayo! It's your day today! My Blorbo who lives in my brain. I love her so much. I even did a little drawing this year. Some other years I did do some doodles, but I did had an unfinished doodle of her. I said, why not finish it for her birthday? So I did it. Did a little Mayo doodle. I've been practicing a little bit more of rendering also. But these, all my drawings now have chromatic aberration. There's the cities. Little blue and red outlines, that's a chromatic aberration. I have learned how to do that, and I'm gonna make it everyone's problem. I'm gonna add it to all my art from now on, because it looks really cool. I feel like it does make the drawing a lot more finished. Thickness, indeed, as it should be. I miss her so much. D&D isn't the same without her. I like how it turned out. I also tried to do a simple background with Clip Studio brushes. Not bad, I think. Usually I would have drawn this by hand, but it doesn't look bad with the brushes. Also the colors, pretty happy with the colors too. I still need to practice more of like rendering and lights, but I feel like I'm improving with that at least. I've been doing some improvement on that. One thing I need to practice a lot more is light sources and doing proper shadows. That's one of the things that I feel I'm still failing at. Or at least that I could improve it, definitely. That's one of my next goals. Need to practice lights and shadows. Raise the light and the darkness. Something something. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is light or something. Is that gonna help me render better? In another layer, and this way the line can be continuous. There we go. I want to draw Mayo more often though. I rarely draw her anymore. This Azure 1-1. Azure 1-1. The first campaign of Azure 1. Azure 1-1. Is over. Technically, it should be Azure 2, the one that we're doing now, but it's still Azure 1. We still don't know what the Azure 1 is. Maybe the true Azure 1 was the friends we made along the way, all the NPCs we recruited along the way, even the chicken. The chicken is also the Azure 1. But I miss Mayo. I miss Mayo so much. I was the other one all of us, technically. Yeah. We were the other one all along. Cinema. go. He didn't have the same symbol on the other side, so maybe there isn't, maybe there is. I probably should add it just for symmetry. Not gonna be that visible, but where it did. There we go. Alright, first line art finished! Let's go! Wait. One thing. There we go. First line art done! Let's move on to the next one. I'm actually really happy about having made this guy an eel. Because you don't see that many eel people. Eel mer people. You think good decision. Right? Makes sense of this mess of lines. I don't even know what I was doing here with all these lines. And I think past Yomi did say it. That I would suffer with these lines. Yo, Gabito! ¿Qué tal? Welcome! ¿Qué tal estás? Estoy aquí continuando a mis personajes que nunca se acaban. ¿Cuántos puedo acabar hoy? Usually Shark, Ray, Abomination in Persona. Oh, a Ray could be cool too. Interesting. Like usually Fornose is really associated with the sea. That's why I went with the sea animal theme. There's some more of these demons that are also sea themed. There's one that is a mermaid. There's one that is also... Still not sure how I'm gonna do its full design, but he's also gonna be like a character that lives in the sea. There's one that is a sea goat. Siempre se extienden, no puedo detenerlos. Se extienden solos, no es mi culpa. Conste. SpongeBob! Oh my god, my SpongeBob OC, no way. Mi OC de Bob Esponja, no puede ser. Vive en una piña abajo del mar. Esto creo que... No. The way Elaine arted these lines is gonna be a bit complicated to translate to line art. Well, the way I sketched, the way that I sketched is the way the hair goes. It's gonna be hard to translate to line art, yeah. La manera como hice el esbozo del cabello creo que va a ser un poco difícil de traducir al line art. Past Yomi, that incorrigible scam, always. He's always like this. You can never trust Past Yomi. Always leaving the worst work for future Yomi. But I always end up having to do it myself. I always end up having to do all the work. Past Yomi leaves for future Yomi because I am present Yomi. It always ends up being work for present Yomi. When is future Yomi gonna come and take all the work that she has to do? Really, really fair. You have to do everything in this house. Siempre tengo que ser yo, la Yomi del presente, en vez de la Yomi del futuro, la que haga las cosas. La culpa es Yomi del pasado. Ella siempre es la que nos deja todo el trabajo. A lot of skills and things. The hair are gonna be a bit weird to line art. But the hair is kind of like seaweed. It's seaweed coated. Apparently Fornos is a master of rhetoric. A debate, bro. That's something I need to add to his character. It would be really funny. There's a lot of things from the original demons that I'm not gonna add, but I wanna try adding little references like that. At least adapting them more or less faithfully, while still fitting them in my setting. Tengo que decir la verdad. ¡Oh! ¿Yomi del pasado son los padres? No puede ser. ¿He vivido un engaño todo este tiempo? ¿Yomi del pasado son los padres? Entonces, ¿quién me está dejando todo ese trabajo? ¡Mis padres! Past Yomi is my parents, it seems. Then that means that all this work, my parents have left it for me. Can't believe they would do this to me. Right. Why is the hair like this? Yomi! Tell me why did you do this to yourself? Oh god. I have a cat! I have acquired a cat in my inventory. Tengo una gata en mi inventario. Cute. You're so cute. Can stay. You wanna leave? Okay, fine. You're free now. Yomi del futuro es John Connor, líder de la resistencia anti-queso. Eso explica por qué no tiene tiempo de estar dibujando Cs. Por eso tengo que hacerlo todo yo. Ah. Yo-hooo Crumpet! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the street. There's an Astamon that sounds like a Digimon. Is that a Digimon? Happy Nuevo Year! Let's go! Prospero new año. It is! That makes a lot of sense, yeah. That's totally a Digimon name. Tal, espero que todo bien. Oh, his design is gonna be hell on earth. Let me check in the original sketch, perhaps. Where did I put it even? ¿Dónde puse el esbozo siquiera? Oh, there it is. I didn't even color him. I'm gonna have to improvise. I'm gonna have to improvise the colors completely. Only the hair is there. I only know the color of the hair. Solo sé el color de su cabello. El resto del diseño voy a tener que inventármelo. I'm drawing the hair a little bit floaty like this. Me gusta poder dibujar el cabello así un poco como flotante. Porque es más como que está bajo el agua. Oh, I think I see how this was going. Creo que ya veo cómo iba la ropa. La ropa se acaba aquí. Lapel ends here. Then this is what goes. Agumon. Doesn't sound familiar. Doesn't sound familiar that if it's a mean word for the Spanish actually. And I am Spanish, I don't know, maybe I'm missing a part of Spanish culture or something. I don't know. He's back. Hello, Lide. One headbutt. Make everything pink. You know what? That's a brilliant idea. Sadly, maybe it would clash with his hair color and how I imagine like the color coding. He would stand out too much under the water. He's supposed to be like a little bit camouflaged. Imagine being seaweed themed for camouflage and then dressing all in bright pink. Amazing camouflage. You kid, what I do say so Gundam! Oh! Oh, true! There are Gundams with Arsgoetian names. I'm glad that they reminded you of me. I feel proud to hear that. Resolutions was to hear Yomi's bizarre adventure into JoJo! Well, I am halfway through part 4 right now. Hey, what was the last thing that happened? I think the last thing that happened... It was a very intense encounter with a certain guy that really likes hands. It was a 3-parter and... some people exploded. That's the last thing that I remember without giving too many details. No exposure to the mean demons was your OCs and Genshin Impact, by the way. But Genshin doesn't count, maybe. Genshin does have a lot of Arsgoetian references. However, one of my biggest inspirations for these characters, for these demons, is definitely Umineko. And I guess a little bit of Maggie, because Maggie also did have a lot of references to these demons. I met the hand person, yeah, the guy with the bubblegum cut. That was the only thing that I knew beforehand. That was not on purpose. Before I got to part 4, all that I knew about that guy was that 1, he really likes hands, he really likes the Mona Lisa, and he has a bubblegum cat. That's all that I knew. It was not on purpose, it just came naturally. It was a joke very at hand, you could say. Yellow paper, welcome! Came Monday and okay. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Definitely one of my biggest influences for this setting with these OCs is Umineko and Toko. Those are the two main influences. Main inspirations. I love Umineko and Toho so much. ¡Hola, Salazar! ¿Qué tal? Bienvenido. Estoy continuando mis personajes. Terminado liner de un chibi y ahora me toca el siguiente. Finished one of the chibis. Gotta work on the next one. Funny how you knew something about him that is only mentioned once and has no importance to the story at all. The funny thing is that, oh, it makes sense. He likes the Mona Lisa because the hands. Because it's a portrait that really shows the hands. It was funny because the friends I'm watching the series with, they were like, how did you guess that? Like, I have learned a lot of knowledge of JoJo, but from like secondhand, like seeing people talk about it. And I have no context about most of those things. So now that I'm watching the series, I'm learning all the context. Really putting everything into perspective, like, oh, this meme was from this part. This reference was from this part. Learning all the memes. What is a Toho and why am I surrounded by spheres in space? Quick, you wanna dodge! You need to dodge them fast. Think fast. Hay que pensar rápido. Hay que esquivar las esferas de colores. It's inevitable that my characters and settings have a lot of Toho DNA. Toho has been a really big influence on my work. No me gustó Mori. Estuvo muy bonito el juego, pero también muy doloroso. Eso es muy cierto. En algún momento quiero rejugarlo, pero con la ruta Hikikomori en el canal. Pero va a ser en más tiempo porque hace poco que me lo terminé. Primero quiero terminar algunos otros juegos, como por ejemplo Mother 3. Tengo muchas ganas de empezarlo. I really can't wait to start Mother 3 this Friday. Wow. I can't wait. When aren't you inspired by Tohos? Never. I am always inspired by Tohos. The part of me. I love Toho so much. I feel like it's a very interesting world, the world of Toho. Undeniably, the world of dreams from my setting is basically... it's like some sort of equivalent. Very similar. 3 mothers? Yeah, gee, how come they let you have 3 mothers? That's a lot of mothers. Can't wait to see what they will be up to. Apparently based on Toho? Yeah, it gives very good inspiration. settings with yokai and also with like slightly separate dimensions that are linked to our world. I like. And just that concept can be like done in many different ways. Maybe the way that you have a project inspired in Toho ended up very different from anything else. From my own or any other. Okay, there's supposed to also be some sort of like... Do they like decoration? Oh no. Like these, I guess. It's like those kinds of seaweed that are like very broken leaves. I don't know how to define them. If we... will be... Yu Yu Hakusho. En realidad nunca la he visto. Sí que me vi Hunter x Hunter, pero no Yu Yu Hakusho. ¿Qué aplicación usas para hacer arte digital? Uso... Mira, lo tengo justo apuntado aquí abajo. Uso Paint Tool Site. Y a veces si no uso Clip Studio. Voy alternando entre los dos porque el SAI estoy muy acostumbrada porque lo he usado durante mucho tiempo. Pero Clip Studio tiene muy buenos recursos. Así que últimamente lo estoy usando mucho más. La verdad, siento que está ampliando mis horizontes. También, si quieres algún programa gratuito fácil de conseguir, porque estos dos que uso, Paint Tool Site y Clip Studio, son de pago. Hay que pagar licencia o suscripción. Si quieres uno gratuito, que tiene bastantes herramientas, recomiendo Krita. Conozco gente que usa Krita y dicen que va muy bien. You guys ever need like a drawing program that is free and has a lot of more resources than MS Paint? You can try Krita. Should be like the broken sleeve, probably. Maybe not exactly broken sleeve. Maybe you can make it part of the suite. Paint.net too, but I feel like it has less things than Krita, maybe. At least I did try Paint.net. It was cool, it did have some things. It is good for a start. In the end, what matters more is how you use the tool in the end. How you use the program and the brushes that it has. It is good if it gives you like very useful brushes and features, of course. But you can make really great stuff with literally anything. With MS Paint even. Al final lo que importa más es el cómo usas la herramienta más que la herramienta en sí, pero está bien que te dé la herramienta más usos y cosas útiles. Te recomiendo probar programas nuevos. I mean, I was like wondering what these lines were, and then I realized, wait, that's the arm pin. Muchas gracias. Pero hey, el pixel art es muy divertido. A mí me gusta mucho hacer pixel art también. Puedes hacer cosas muy impresionantes con pixel art. Al final es solo una técnica diferente. Just a different technique. You can make amazing things with pixel art. I really like pixel art too. Really, really fun. I learned pixel art by editing Pokemon sprites, by the way. Aprendí a hacer pixel art editando sprites de Pokémon. Tengo aún muchos guardados de cuando empecé. ¡El patinet! ¡Oh my god! ¡Patín! No sabía que había plugins para ponerle. Cool. I didn't know there were plugins for paint.net. That's cool. But you can add more features to it. I'm gonna do the scales a little bit smaller. Well, not smaller, with the smaller brush. Quizá también... Mira, hay un programa para... Si quieres probar otro programa para hacer pixel art, recomiendo mucho Pixelorama. Que también te permite hacer animaciones. Y además también es gratis. I really recommend Pixelorama for pixel art too. It can even let you make animations. It's really cool. Most of the time when I make animations for game dev and stuff, I use this program. La mayoría de animaciones que hago para cosas de game dev las hago con este programa y la verdad es que va muy bien. También va muy bien para exportar pixel art escalado, por si quieres hacerlo como en tamaño más grande. Duplicarle el tamaño para que se vea un poco mejor, así a primera vista, porque si no el pixel art se ve diminuto. Usually when you save pixel art, like the original image looks really small. Pixel art is really small. Usually you want to increase the zoom a little bit, you want to scale it up a little bit. This program is really good for like scaling up pixel art. Welcome back, Crumpets! No! You got put in subscriber mode limbo jail! God damn it! Why does he do that lately? Can you do that, YouTube? Here. But this guy's gonna take so long to finish. Okay, let's finish the tail first. Small indie company. Truly. Yeah, me alegro que te sirva. Ya verás, va muy bien. Está especializado para pixel art y la verdad lo he usado mucho y lo recomiendo mucho. También está Sprite, pero creo que también es de pago. Ese sí que está en Steam, creo. Así que si en algún momento te interesa upgradear a algo con aún más cosas, el Sprite lo recomiendan mucho. What is he? He's an eel. He's an eel demon. Demonio anguila. Eels are not a fish that you see often for like characters, so I wanted to do something a little bit different from usual. Could mean that I could give him electric powers. Podría darle poderes eléctricos en realidad, ahora que lo pienso. Yeah, I need to make him a little bit shorter because the full-size eel would not fit in this square. I could try making the body a bit longer for, you know, more eel vibes. But I wanna do the line art of the rest first, and then maybe we can extend. Lo que te demanda Pikachu. Pikachu no puede demandarme por literalmente un animal que existe en la vida real. Yeah, most eels are not electric. It's just like one specific kind of eel. But I could, you know, that eel has a lot of flavor. Not in the literal sense, but you know, a fish that uses electricity. Holy shit! That's just a Pokemon in real life. It's cool as a concept. But yeah, in that case, maybe if they are mostly river eels, maybe it would fit more if it was just a normal, just a guy who happens to be eel. No he probado nunca la anguila en realidad. He escuchado que están muy ricas. Quiero probar un aguidón algún día. Wanna try un aguidón someday. I've heard that it's really good. I will do some more research on eels to finish the concept of this character. Because at this point, this is just the first idea for the character. I haven't thought that much about him, actually. He's just here existing. Till now, he didn't have a full design. He wasn't even an eel until 2 weeks ago. When I drew his chibi. No había sido una anguila hasta hace 2 semanas que hice su chibi por primera vez. There we go. Hide these a little bit more. A little bit more. Leaving the weapon for last. Kind of afraid of it. Da un poco de miedo el arma. Por eso la estoy dejando para el final. Over. Oh. Also the ear. Forget the ear. I wonder if I could still add something in. Creo que aún podría añadir más. Nice. It did go a little bit. Technically this goes to jam. There we go. So the scales. Christmas bonus. Bought my sister some Legos, mom some sweets, and dad some sandals. Cool! That's a nice present. Yeah. It was a Merry Christmas. I got chocolates, but they already ended. Already finished them all. It was chocolates of 4 different flavors. There was raspberry chocolate. This one was, I think, the almond chocolate, or was it? I mean something else. It was avellana. I think it was something else. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I think nutmeg. It was good. But they're already over. There's no more chocolates. It's over. At this point I don't even know what's hair and what is not hair. Ya no sé qué es cabello y qué no es cabello ahora mismo. I think I also made the bangs way too long. The bangs are way too long. Longer than they were originally. Changed a little bit. Oh my god, that is a lot of Ars Goetia names. Some are not, but a lot of them are. Okay, you're enjoying a new hobby. It's Christmas. You can treat yourself. But that's what the money is for. Make yourself happy. Otherwise, what's even the point? Now to save up. Then maybe you can enjoy the ones that you already have right now. If you want to try to focus on saving up. That's a lot more accurate. There was a lot more like the lower these bangs a little bit. Concept known as moderate. I know. I follow that concept a lot. But spend responsibly and with moderation. Very true. gonna have to start thinking about line arting the weapon. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Leave me. No quiero. No quiero hacer las líneas del arma. Ah. Make a little bit more like an eel. Long man. That's how it needs to. Moderation is for moderators, that's true. Eat and drink, but responsibly. Like the world is ending responsibly. Oh my god, that's a lot of things. Maybe you got enough things for next Christmas even. Strong crumpets. Think about all the things that you have now. Think about how they make you happy. How they make your heart do the smiley emote. Fantasy Center. That could be for next year. Think about it. Something to look forward next year or for your birthday. Very responsible. One more thing, I'm a vampire survivor character. You need all the upgrades. All of them. All I want is the garlic from Vampire Survivors. That's the best weapon. I discovered the garlic, never looked back. Literally the best weapon. Literally, or a farming gameplay. Just walk around with the garlic aura and everything around you dies. Hey! Time to line art the weapon, I guess. Ah. Time. 50% of the fun is building it, the other 10% is posing it, then forgetting it ever existed. But it's there, it does still exist. Yeah, you can maybe take photos of it. Yogatimi, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yay, glad to hear that. Hope you had a great start of the year. Your birthday 5 days ago! Happy birthday! Almost on New Year's. You had a lot of things to celebrate in a row, maybe. Yay, hope you had a great birthday. Way to be taking pictures of them though, especially with dynamic poses or even more interesting poses. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do. Doesn't just end there. You can maybe find cool sceneries to take photos of them. Sceneries. Sceneries is the word. Know how to English. Okay, we did it! The weapon! Weapon is done! I have completed it! Let's delete underneath. That will be almost another liner done, because I still haven't done the face. There's always more things to draw. Maybe this in... Oh yeah, like a green screen! That would be cool! That special effect. Alright, the face! After these, I think I'm gonna be adding some base colors. Maybe we could still do the next two line arts. You know what? We could do that. I feel like the eyes turned out a little bit low in here. Maybe I need to either make them a little bit bigger or make them a little bit higher. We'll see. Creo que aquí hace falta o ver los ojos un poco más arriba o hacerlos un poco más grandes. It dies. Okay, that's barely... that's two lines only. Vete solo como dos líneas de ojos. Right. Oh yes, stop motion could be really cool. Doing animations with them. Also some issues with the face. It's gonna be one of those chibis that I spend like half an hour doing fixes to the face. Hacer uno de esos chibis que me paso como media hora arreglando la cara una y otra vez porque algo está mal. Something I've started noticing in my tablet is that there's starting to be a lot of scratches on the screen. And I'm suspecting that a lot of these scratches are not my fault, actually. It's the cats. Sometimes like to sit on the tablet. Not that bad without the sketch, actually. Better. Cats are always rebelling. Before the stream, by the way, when I went my computer after leaving it unattended for like 5 minutes, I saw that they had opened a game engine, Adventure Game Studio. I have this game engine for like point and click games that I want to try to use someday. The cats had opened it for some reason. Maybe they want to start getting into game development. The cats are such experts. They know a lot about technology. They know how to flip the screen upside down. They have sometimes open like I think the task manager and some other things. It's very dangerous to leave the computer unattended when there's cats and it's winter. Sometimes they have written messages. One time I think they opened Photoshop and made a new file and started like filling up the name of the file with random letters. We do need to fix this. Because that's more accurate. The ear. Looks more like the other ear. A little bit less. OC! No, I can't. I can't make more OCs. For some time I did make OCs based on my cats, but I ended up removing them from my list because it was a bit strange to have them as OCs when they were my cats. I did think about making silly comics with them at some point, but I am not a comics person, comics artist. I like comics, but I don't think making them is for me. It's a lot of knowledge that I don't have. Hey! The lines are done! Wait. Of course, the scales. I forgot. I shouldn't make another OC. No, I shouldn't. Have you seen that number up there? 440? That's not even all of my OCs. That's just the ones that I'm doing in this challenge. More than those. I should not do this to myself. The moment I'm only adding OCs from stories that I really want to make, or new characters for stories that I already know that I want to make. For now, no more OCs. Having a lot of restraint. There we go. Yeah, I think this chibi does look a lot more complex with difference. Guys, though, this side looks a bit longer than the other. Now they look good. Now these eyes look good. A lot better. That little bit of like that. Making the hair a little bit weird so it looks a bit more water themed. Make more OC. This is gonna end. Know that dream. No, I shouldn't fall for it. Need to be strong. More more characters at this point. I'm already almost done. Would be a mistake. Yes, I think it do. Assistant. It's on purpose done as if it was a little bit like silly. It's a little bit improvised. But I guess it works. Like a bit plant-like. It's on purpose, yep. I guess it might look a little bit like a mistake in the line art. Gonna reposition. It's gonna look better here like the others. Okay. One more line art finish. Let's go to the next one. I could start doing base colors, but now that I'm in the middle of line arts and the next line arts are not that complicated, I think we can try to work on them. Let's go. This design is pretty recent. This was another one of the characters that didn't have designs before this chibi, so I did a little design for her recently. I think she turned out so cute. I like her a lot. Something that I don't know if it's too noticeable is that she's very strong. Since I didn't know what kind of horns to give her, so I gave her very short, stubby horns. I think it's the least intrusive option for her design. Make a little bit. The eyebrows, looking like clovers. Cute. Eyebrows are something that doesn't really change that much in a lot of designs, but it really does add a lot to a character, I think. I should play a lot more with the eyebrows designs. Trying to do different things. See it. I feel like I keep moving my canvas, and sometimes I start line arting things out of frame. Order first, then I'm gonna do all those indents. Very practical trick for ends like this. Just a lot of them. Maybe not a lot. A couple that I barely drew. Now, did this part of them? We don't have to draw the outline of the hat directly. Get the actual outline a lot more regular than it would be. Otherwise, the circle that the hat does would probably end up a lot more deformed. We'll need to add a lot more things to the hat. We're gonna do that in a moment. Routing. I feel like I have drawn a hat like this in another design. I'm not sure exactly where. Oh wait, yeah! In one of the characters of the latest Story of the Dreaming World, I think I did a hat just like that. I guess we could say it's just a model of hat that there is in the world. Maybe they got it in the same store. Oh. I feel like here I did it more like little circles. Probably fix that. Should have looked at the reference. Just it's easy. I had to sand them down for safety reasons. That's why she got really stubby horns. She did cut her hair for like practical reasons because she doesn't like working with her hair like getting in her face. She finds it practical. This is more like it, I think. Look, I drew most of the others with very, like, elegant outfits. She's got just a very casual outfit. Maybe I should give her at some point the fancy outfit for the parties. A lot of the others I drew them with the fancy party outfits. I guess nothing stops me from giving them as many outfits as I want. They can have more than one outfit. More than one design. That's gonna be more designs for Paint Monday too, by the way. I'm gonna draw all the alternate designs there. Scarf. Also like a little sprout, the scarf. Also didn't decorate her shoes much. It's just for practical reasons too. I don't think she would wear very fancy shoes for working after all. Probably add something else to the sequel too. Just some decoration. More like this. Okay, this part is the messy part. There's the apron with all these things. I do not distinguish what this is. This is supposed to be a hand. Supposed to be. What did I even do here? What do I even do now? How do I even get a hand out of these mess of lines? Yeah, I'm glad that you like her. I'm really happy with how she turned out after all this time of not having a design. She's so cute. Can communicate for any plant that she has taken care of. She has planted. like all the roots are a network communication. I need to think of more of her powers. Would be cool. Okay, so these, how does these go exactly? Let's do the bucket first. Now the hand. Here, this is the one that looks as confused. So if I was holding an apron the same way that she is, how would I be holding it? We're gonna make an experiment with the blanket I've got on my lap. Let's see. So, hold it. Only the thumbs would be visible. Let's give it a try. Let me check how the fabric. Guess that the frills at the side would be covering most of the hand. Makes my job much easier because having to draw hands holding things is hard. Let's do this. That's it. There's a little bit more of the frills, but most of the vegetables are gonna cover it too. And here, I guess it would be more of the same. There would be this hand here. Finger would be both, and then frills would be. Guess we're gonna cover most of the fabric folds with the vegetables. Something looks very wrong in this hand. Se ve muy mal en esta mano, no sé qué. Oh. Yeah, big on subscriber jail. Evil has been defeated. Not very demon shaped. Most of them are not very demon shaped. Like when I say demon, I mean it kinda like these. Which is more in the sense of spirit than like evil demon, the typical interpretation of demon. These are just people who happen to be there when the world was created, and that's it. They are the first people of the world, in a way. The first OCs of God. Literally the first OCs of God. That's exactly what they are. She's one of the big bosses of the dream world. One of the 72 big bosses. But she's just chill. Most of them are just like people who live there. There are some with more evil goals than others. But Forrest just wants to farm. She's just chilling. Most of them are just living their best life, honestly. That's what they want you to believe so they can strike you. We'll see, we'll see. If you wanna find out, you can always read Stories of the Dreaming World, because they might show up in there at some point. Maybe some of them have already shown up. One in particular has already shown up. There will be more. What is these Stories of a Dreaming World you speak about, Yomi Gardenia? I am glad that you asked. This way I can have an excuse for putting the link in the chat. You guys wanna experience the world of my characters firsthand? Experience an adventure of sad immortals and time shenanigans and world creation? I have the perfect thing for you. You can play my game here. It's free, by the way. I'm gonna pin it. Thank you, paper. Fortunately, it is a niche, and it can be downloaded for free for the low price of 0. If you play it, I hope that you enjoy it. There's gonna be more stories coming in the near future. Hopefully this year I can release like a couple more. Also, I have done a bit of an overhaul of the menu. It's gonna be even better in the next update. Gonna give it a big improvement. It's free and it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to read each story, or even less. They are very short. But you can meet these OCs directly. Learn about their setting, their adventures. Without use for the Google Doc! Exactly, you don't have to look around the OC list to find out about them. I can't wait to make more of the stories. At the moment I'm trying to focus on the secret project and commissions, but as soon as I can, I wanna start working on the next story for these. Maybe once I can do another member stream, I'm gonna be working on stuff for some talk sprites for the next story. Go. Right, time to draw some vegetables. There's a cabbage here, and you know, the best way to draw cabbages is to draw a rose and then paint it green. Like a lettuce, I guess. Give it slightly more leaves. Lettuce. Now, let us draw all the other vegetables. Realistic! How do I paint a rose? You draw a lettuce, and then you paint it red or what other color you want for the rose. Welcome to the stream! The tutorials. Vegetables. I feel like right, this part here, that's also part of the apron. Because the vegetables do a little bit of weight on it. It means that the apron goes a little bit down here. That means that we can add some more vegetables down here. What could these be? I guess they could be oranges of some sort, or maybe some unidentified fruit from the dream world. They could even have faces. Can you imagine? I should design some unique fruits from the real, like not the real, the dream world. But something like here. Add some more leafy vegetables. They are barely visible anyway, so I guess if we just draw them like that, it would work. Here we can add some carrots, perhaps. Yo-hooo, welcome! 2028! Most likely! With some lag, 2027. We're gonna finish this in 2027, hopefully. Welcome to the stream! I did some calculations the other day, and I think the result was about a little bit over a year. So, not much longer. After that, there's gonna be Pain Monday too. When if Pain Monday ends, it will not end at the same time. Pain Monday is forever. We can add something more. Undefinite leafy vegetable. Maybe another lettuce. One smaller lettuce because why? There we go. Wait. Put the flower here visible. These buttons. You can make them big. This horn ended up a lot higher up than the other. We're gonna move it. There. There we go. I think it should be all. We have even invented new type of vegetable for the dreaming world. We only had one. Well, I did imagine some flowers and stuff for it, listing names, but I should probably do some designs like fruits and flowers and trees unique to the dreaming world. But there's gonna be a lot of unique stuff in there. Has a lot of potential that I'm still not using to the maximum. Go. All right, one more line art finish. Let me save. Now I'm gonna try to do the last one. I think I still can do the last line art in this row, and then we can add face colors. Let's go. We're gonna put her here and cover the name. Now her name is just I. Solo se llama I. Line art with the hair, because why not? Can start line art with anything. This line will deal with the umbrella last. There's a lot of details that I won't be able to add probably. They are so tiny. We'll add what we can. Thank you. I really like her design a lot. Should draw her more often. Oh, faith. God. Got a gambling addiction. We have found her. We have found the gacha player. Yo, Sharif! Welcome! Going! Come to the street. Here I am, continuing the OC. I've done a lot of line arts today. This is the fourth one of the day. My canvas always looks so messy. Every time I look to the stream screen, it's like there's so much stuff in the screen that sometimes I fear that it might be overwhelming. Like, I'm used to it, but maybe in your eyes it might be a bit overwhelming. If it is, let me know. I don't know what I can do about it, but I feel like there are a lot of things in it. Which was the first character that I drew with ears a bit more downwards like this. Then I have added that to a lot more characters. I really like how it looked at the beginning, but I got used to it. Now I cannot draw her any other way. Like here, the ears were still not too downwards, but at this point, I draw her like that every time. That one earring. Here. I should finish the bangs too, but a bit intimidating at the same time. Kinda procrastinating the bangs. What's this? I think it's... oh yeah. And... same as this doodle up here. And the other hand. One below the umbrella. He's a bit short. Needs to be holding it a bit more gently, like in the doodle. Felt like a bit of a too strong grip. Something a bit more... almost like she's just spinning the hand. Really holding it. Just like this. Probably do the bangs. Yeah, let's give it a try. Can't be that difficult. Be done in a moment. I go. There's also a ribbon in there. Yeah, technically this is the ribbon. There we go. Further up this. Fuck. Starting to sound old. This is what happens when I am in shrimp mode for nearly 3 hours. After I finish this line art, this is gonna be in long. I'm gonna do a little stretch pause. I think my back and my arms end up becoming shrimp. I'm drawing. A little bit more pointy. Because these are heels for sure. You can see a little bit of the shoes in there. Those are definitely heels. On dress from the way we're here. Should be a bit closer. This also a little bit high. Look, it doesn't really show the shape of the legs that well. Like they can show. The umbrella is gonna be probably the hardest part. Okay, good try. From this perspective, it shouldn't be that difficult. Just the frills. Frills with perspective. Even like the border of the dress kind of has there's less ribbons, I think. I don't know why I added less of them. Okay. Technically, now that I think about it, these things should be in front there. That's why I did it like this in the first place. There we go. Like, why go through the effort of putting the hair in front of the umbrella? It would make no sense. Perspective-wise, this is a little bit messed up, the way that it's done, but it works, I guess. It's a chibi. Doesn't really matter that much, right? That should be the complicated part of the umbrella done. Press these. Spike. Left is right. For the freckles. It should be pretty easy. Face. Yeah, he's right. They want to make sure that they capture the specific vibe that her face has. Guys also have this very specific kind of design. Got circle, the dot in the middle, and she has no light in the eyes. That's something I want to keep here in the chibi too. You did it! Let's go! No more jail! Hopefully! I hope so. Hi. Maybe difficult, I think, to do this with the line art. Just staring at your soul. Does feel different without the mouth she usually has. Doesn't look exactly the same. I feel like the drawn lip does give her a very specific vibe too. His eye is also missing. With the colors, it's also gonna look a lot closer. In general, also the bangs. Give her a V for a mouth. It is kinda shaped like that now that you mention it. It does have more of a V shape. Maybe not a super accentuated V, but it is sort of V shape. Yeah, I think that fits better. But closer. The eyes do feel different still though. I think it might be in part because of the bangs. Yeah, the bangs feel a lot longer in here. Here they look a bit shorter. It feels like something is a little bit off. I'm gonna redo them without the sketch. There's, for example, like a little opening here. Then the bangs all end up right on top of the eye. They do a bit of a... like this. On the other eye. I'm gonna be careful not to change my own character's designs too much along the way. So you gotta be careful with these things. Part. to have a bit of volume up here. Bit on top of the head. There we go. I think even that is important to keep consistent. It's the small details that make a character look the way that they look, after all. The slight shape of their eyes, the mouth, the hair also, the shape of the head. Shape of everything, honestly. I think the horns are also, they turned out to be a bit more curled. Horns are probably some of the most difficult to draw. Looks like she's inviting me to something. I don't know if I would bite. She's a gambler. She would invite you to spend all your money in her gambling machines. That's what she would do. You know, your choice. Spend responsibly. Once again. Okay, that feels more like it. I feel like... Oh, that's a lot more accurate. I do it. Gacha player. You would bring gachas to the dream world. I said that some of these characters are more evil than others. I think she's on the more evil side. Because a good person would never bring gachas to a place where there are no gachas. That can only be an act of pure evil. I'm gonna fix these a little bit. What? Slowly looking like herself. Finally. I want this stuff. Eyelash. I'm missing something, and it's the line of her neck over here. Knew that something was off. There we go. Had a nickel for every character I've seen that looks inviting and cute and also wields a parcel. I would have 2 nickels. Wait, which is the other character? What's the other character? I mean, parasols do have that effect, don't they? They kind of obscure the person. Makes them look a bit mysterious. Interesting. go. The line weights have turned out a lot better in these four than in the previews. Putting an effort on that is really helping me improve with that at least. Okay. We have unfortunately reached the 3 hours of stream that I usually do, and my shoulders are very suffering right now. I think instead of coloring base colors, unfortunately, I can leave it for next day along with the next line arts. Next day I'm leaving a present for future Yomi. This way she can finally color a little bit and not have to do lines for once. Guardian tells there's an exorcist with a gambling addiction. Huh. Interesting. That's a lot of similarities. Okay. I think the next characters are not gonna be as full to line art at least. There's a lot of characters with very long hair in here, but that's not a problem for me. I like drawing long hair. Forced to draw like props, complex props, but that's fine. I think it's been some good progress for today. So I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Gonna maybe play a game that I've got on my list and that I got recommended some weeks ago, so I might finally play it. It's from a developer that I have already played like e-games before. 2 or 3? I think 3 projects. One was not a game. One was something a little bit different. It was game related. It was not Fortnite. No, it was not Fortnite. It's not gonna be Fortnite. Izuna is gonna be in Fortnite, by the way. Have you guys seen that? Yeah! Really unexpected, but somehow. That's cool, actually. It is cool. Another universe joins the multiverse that Fortnite is making canon. Now... How many things are there? There's Goku, there's Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku is already kind of VTuber aligned, if you think about it. She's one of the ancestors of VTubers in a way. There's, I don't know... Their Griffin was in Fortnite? I don't remember. Anyway, there's so many characters in Fortnite that would have never met otherwise. And now that has brought their worlds together, so it means that now Hatsune Miku is canon in the Family Guy world, I guess. it's Smash do we look different? Do we looking different? Yeah. Smash is looking a little bit different. Yep. So for now, I'm gonna be going for today, but tomorrow you might see me here with the game that I mentioned, but I didn't really mention it because keeping it a surprise until I make the thumbnail. So, for now, that will be all for today. I'm gonna be continuing next day with the colors next Monday. Yep, usual. And you'll see me also a little bit more along the week because we got Mother 3 to start. I'm really excited for that. I really want to work. I really want to not work. I also do want to work after I rest my shoulders a little bit. But I also really want to start Mother 3. Really looking forward to it. So, por ahora, esto será todo por hoy. Nos veremos a lo largo de la semana. Voy a continuar esto el lunes que viene, como siempre. Pero tengo muchas ganas de este viernes empezar Mother 3. SpongeBob too! Oh my god, so many things are canon now in the same universe. Any day they're gonna start appearing in our universe. Technically there's like real people from the real world in Fortnite too, right? I think they're aware. That would make all these characters canon in our real world, if you think about it. Hatsune Miku is somewhere out there. She's somewhere out there. So, for now, thank you so much for accompanying me today. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme hoy. Así que por ahora cuidaos mucho y nos veremos a la próxima. For now, take care and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you for accompanying me today.